Hello, my dazzling stars, and welcome back to my channel. It's raining heavily here today, so I don't know, it just felt right to do this reading. So, today we're going to look at messages from your inner child. And as you can see, there are four symbols on the screen here, and I decided to pick the symbols, and I'm going to go into that in a bit. But I'll also be popping the cards in a bit if you like to pick with cards. So, yeah, as I was saying, I've decided to use the symbols, incorporate the symbols in the reading today because these are messages from your inner child. So each of the symbol has some sort of memory and association to childhood usually, and intuitively I just picked this four symbols to go with each of the pile. And so yeah, if you can select either with the symbols here, or you can pick with the cards, which I'm going to add in a minute, or you can use a combination of both and leave the rest. So with that, I'm going to add the cards which I have already shuffled and picked. So we have pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you can either use the symbols as earlier, or you can pick using the cards, and obviously the timestamps will be given in the description below. And or you can use a combination of both. If you feel that you're being called to multiple piles, or you're being called to one symbol and a different pile, then it could be that both those piles have the messages for you, or multiple piles have messages for you. Because as I said, like, these are generalized reading, so most definitely I wouldn't be able to touch every aspect of your inner child healing which needs to be done in just one reading. So if you feel called to multiple readings, it could just be that there are some messages there waiting for you. Okay, so yeah, head on to your reading and I'll see you there. Hello, Group 1. So, if you chose Group 1, then this is your card. You have the Gates of Triumph. Success expands in your life. Love that. We're going to come back to this card later, but first, we're going to take a look at all the rest of the cards, which I have already pulled for you. So, you have the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Strength card, you have Temperance, and Ten of Cups. Interesting. Okay. So, what it's saying to me is that I feel like recently you have started making a lot of changes in your life, okay? And your inner child actually feels very happy right now. Like, these are cards which I have pulled for how your inner child feels right now. So, I feel like your inner child is actually very happy with you right now, okay? Your inner child feels nourished, your inner child feels attended to, your inner child feels that yes, you are letting it dream again, maybe while growing up. Okay, I feel like a lot of you, now obviously this is a generalized reading, just so take what resonates and leave the rest. So yeah, so I feel like while growing up, obviously, like, you had a very strong imagination. Okay, I feel like what's coming to me, what spirit is telling me, is that you had a very strong imagination. You believed, okay, like, you could make, you had very, like, I don't know how to put it better, like, very vivid imagination. Like, you could have this, okay, maybe you were alone in a room, but then you could just sit there and make this wonderful world where you could just be and play, and you could spend hours just like that, daydreaming and just being in the moment and just being there, okay, and creating this amazing world just for you. So, like, obviously, that part of you, that part of your inner child who was able to dream, who was able to create from its dreams, yeah, that's what's coming to me. Okay, like, your inner child feels like, yes, like, maybe people told you like that you should not be daydreaming because that's not practical. Okay, daydreamers don't succeed, and yada yada yada. Well, what adults usually tell you while growing up, like, daydreaming is bad and all that. And obviously it's been ingrained in our society and in our cultures that uh, people who succeed, they don't daydream, they just do. But the thing is, if you are not dreaming, if you're not projecting what you want to be, then what is the goal that you pursue? If you don't have a dream, what do you pursue? Right? So it's very healthy to actually have dreams, to actually daydream, okay? because obviously, first of all, it lets you expand your imagination, but you already know that. So I'm not going to go too deep into that. So obviously, like, there are those feelings, like, people told you, like, because from this card I'm getting all these butterflies, like that energy of creation, and then people telling you that you shouldn't be daydreaming. But I feel like right now you have started believing in your dreams again. Okay, you have started creating again. You have started, and you have accepted the fact that whatever was told to your child and whatever your inner child felt that it lacked, okay, like whatever the society around you told you about what is good and what is bad, that was their reality and that's not your reality. Okay, and I feel like you are again embracing your own inner child, and you have started dreaming again. You have started daydreaming again. Okay, and I'm not saying it like in a callous manner, like you have started using your imagination again. Okay, you are creating using your imagination. But okay, and as a result of that, there are new seeds obviously which you have planted, which are obviously which have already actually started sprouting. That's interesting, because in this Ace of Pentacles there is this seed, but there is still a little bit of caginess. There is still a little bit of hindrance. Okay, there is still some of those. This feels like a barrier, like your inner child is not able to come out completely. Like, what is that one thing which your inner child would love to do right now? Okay, this is the question which this card is asking me. What is that one? If your inner child could do anything, like if you were like 5, 6 years old, okay, like what is that one thing which you would just love to do? If it's going for a swim, why don't you try that? Just because people say that you're a lousy swimmer doesn't mean that you cannot swim. Or just because someone says that you don't have a good voice, you don't have a pleasant voice, that you cannot sing. Or just because someone said that, yeah, whatever the barriers which people had put against you, put on you, like it's time to take those barriers off completely. But obviously you have already started the work. Okay, I feel like you have already started the work, but there is still a little bit, a little way to go, because this here right now, this pentacle, it looks like a barrier to me. Okay, like your inner child is not able to come out completely. It's on the other side of that. And what is going to happen is that once you embrace this part of your inner child, once you embrace this part of you, this barrier is going to be removed. This barrier is going to go away, and your inner child is going to emerge. And when that happens is that, when that happens, all your wildest dreams, they're going to come true. Whatever you feel that you're lacking right now, whatever that lack feeling is right now, yeah, see, even this card here talks about the same thing. Gates of triumph, success expands in your life. So when you come out of this barrier, when you let your inner child come completely out and dream, because I feel like you guys are very creative. Okay, this is a very creative pile, so there is a lot of creativity which is within you. And just because there is a bit of, you know uh, non-embracing, maybe you didn't get the, yeah, your dreams and your passions didn't get the nurture which it wanted from your surroundings, from your parents. Hello, my dear pile 2. So, if you picked pile 2, then you have the card of miracles. Expect the wonders to emerge. That is so amazing for you, pile 2, because obviously, like this guy, he has the wishing lamp. So, whatever you're wishing for right now, expect miracles. Okay, magical things are manifesting in your life right now. Isn't that lovely? So, actually, for all the other piles, I had already picked the cards, but for you, for some reason, I felt called to pick the cards, like on camera. So I'm going to do that. How does your inner child feel currently? How does pile two's inner child feel currently? I'm gonna fourth card. Okay. So let's see. Oh, you have two cards. You have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. You have the Eight of Cups reversed. You have the Knight of Pentacles, Eight of Wands reversed, Six of Wands reversed. Okay, first up, I'm going to tell you that reversals are nothing to be scared. Just because something is everything, almost all the cards have come reversed, it doesn't mean that it's anything bad. Okay, it just means there's a little bit of delay, there's a little bit of obstruction which you have to overcome in order to reach this, in order to reach this. And obviously there is this inner work which you need to do, which is obviously why you are here in this reading. Okay, so I'm going to actually turn them around because that way it's easier for me to read the energies. Okay, so first of all, so just read that reversal as a slight delay. It doesn't mean unsuccessful, it means a delay, and that's how I read reversals. Okay, so again, okay, great. So so this is how your inner child feels currently, and I see that your inner child is making slow progress. Okay, your inner child, wow, your inner child is coming out of the shell which it was in, which they were in, and you're making taking small baby steps, and you have started exploring your surroundings, you have started exploring your environment, and you have started pursuing your dreams and goals. Okay, so oh wow, wow. Okay, so obviously with the Eight of Cups here, she has, so this is basically your inner child. Okay, so that was the dream, there was that dream which your inner child was holding, and it's like suddenly, like your inner child is here in this particular lake, and obviously they don't know where the, like they're not aware of the moon, and then suddenly they turn around and there they see it, the moon, and this moon is nothing but your wishes and desires. Okay, the voice, the wishes and desires of your inner child. And this is actually amazing because what I see happening truly here is that, like as I said with her, with the Eight of Cups, so you were at a place where you're very comfortable being. Okay, you're very comfortable wherever you are, like you were in your comfort zone, and then suddenly, all of a sudden, you took that mask off, you turn around. Okay, it's like you were having some sunglasses on at night, so obviously you were not able to see the brilliance of the moon which is here in this card. And just there's another moon here, so it's like it's telling me wish upon the stars, and that them manifesting, like when your wishes and desires are so pure and they are so consistent, like when you desire, when you wish, like there is the saying, right, like when you wish and you desire with your heart, like the whole universe conspires to get it to give it to you. Well, if you watch Indian movies, Bollywood movies, and that line was also there in Om Shanti Om. But this speaks to me, the volume, the gravity, the pull that you have towards your dreams. Okay, towards this thing which you have glimpsed, towards this dream which you have just glimpsed. Okay, so what I feel, again, coming back to this card, is that you're at a place, like your inner child was at a place, like where you grew up very content in whatever you had. Okay, like you were not too uncomfortable, like you were not too comfortable, because she's sitting on a throne made out of trees. Okay, and that's not very comfortable. Okay, like there is no cushion or anything, it's like a hard tree bark which she is sitting upon. So while there is abundance all around her, but there is also this lack. Okay, there is this lack of variety. Everything is very consistent. Okay, everything is very stable. There is a lack of variety. Like everything is very green, everything is very hard, everything is very intense. And while that is comfortable and that was your comfort zone, it's like all of a sudden you have taken off your sunglasses, which you didn't realize that you were wearing in the middle of the night, and you chance to look upon the true beauty of the moon. Okay, like you knew the moon was always there and you were like, okay, it's, I guess that's okay. But then all of a sudden you have glimpsed at the true image of the moon. And obviously the moon here represents your wishes and your desires. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. And then you are like enchanted. Okay, you are enchanted towards this dream which you just glimpsed. You're like, yes. Okay, all of a sudden you're like, yes, why can't I achieve that? Why did I ever believe, why did I ever think that I cannot have anything beyond this particular world? Why can that I cannot go beyond this particular world? Now, do keep in mind that this is a generalized reading, so obviously not everything will apply for everyone, but what I'm basically getting at here is that you are at a place which was very comfortable, okay, or maybe which felt a bit confining to you. Maybe some of you were sensitive, obviously some of you were sensitive enough to feel that it almost felt like a confinement. You're wearing this mask and you're not able to express your true self. Yes, you're not able to express your true self, and then all of a sudden you glimpse at that moon, you have a glimpse at that child and the dreams that your child had. Okay, you had as a child about being wild, about being free, about being this beautiful charismatic person, and this is who you aspire to be. This is the leader, this is the change maker that you wanted to be in this world. But obviously you felt like you always had to take the role of a queen. Okay, like you're always second, like yeah, you're there, you're doing your thing, but then it's never like you just have to keep on following whatever has been done. And then all of a sudden you remember, like, wait, I also have this power. Why did I ever feel that I cannot achieve my dreams? And as soon as you realize that, you started taking steps. Okay, I feel like you are here right now. You're at this third step right now where you have started slowly venturing out. Okay, it's almost like you're maybe doing two or three things at once. Yeah, with even here with this balancing, I'm getting a bit of balancing energy here. So maybe right now you're doing two or three things, like you're being comfortable, but then at the same time you're also exploring new horizons. Okay, which is why everything came reversed. Like everything other than this card came reversed. Okay, you're also exploring the new horizons and the new boundaries, and the more you explore, the more wondrous things are happening in your life. Okay, the more you venture out, you're like, oh my god, this is also true. Oh my god, like yeah, I dreamt about this, I dreamed of this when I was a kid, but I never imagined that this would actually be true. And with, it's like almost with every new step you're coming across something which is very wondrous and something which is very beautiful. Now I'm going to come to these two cards a little later, but I'm going to take a look at the rest of the cards, because three of summer. Okay, so this is what you lacked as a kid, and the queen of autumn. Yes, makes sense. Ace of autumn. Yeah, so this very much goes with the line of, I'm going to keep it here for now. Yeah, but do please ignore the flash, like this cards are super glossy. So anyway, coming back to this reading, coming back to your cards, the three of summer says news worth celebrating, announcements such as weddings, graduations, or births, friends you cherish. So I feel like, you never celebrated the childlike, you were never able to celebrate the childlike wonderment and the childlike being within you. Okay, the child within you, you were never able to celebrate that. Like even here, this is the same thing, this is sort of the same thing. Yeah, like the ace of autumn, I mean, both those cards have very playful energies. Like here it's literally a baby, so I feel like, from a very young age, from a very tender age, you're always like, yeah, I'm this responsible person. And look at this, you have the queen of pentacles showing up twice in your reading. Wow. Okay, the queen of autumn in this suit is the queen of pentacles here, so that's what I'm talking about. So you always felt like you had to be very practical, okay, and you had to take the responsibility. It's almost like you were born with Saturn, um, making some hard respect to your moon, okay. So I feel like, yeah, like from a very young age, you always felt like you had to be the responsible one, and you always had to take responsibility, and you always felt responsible about things. You always like, yeah, I have to study hard, I have to do this, I have to do that, and like you're very practical, okay. So it was like you would never let the childlike wonder, the childlike being within you out. But as you're growing older, okay, I feel like for a lot of you, maybe you're going through your Saturn return, maybe you have entered your Saturn return, or maybe you've just ended your Saturn return, or maybe you're just coming out of your Saturn return. But like maybe for a lot of you, I feel like you're in the age group of like 27 to about, let's say, 32, 33. So like it's like either you have come out of your Saturn return and Saturn has given you these gifts, or maybe you're going into your Saturn return, okay. So you are in this age range and you are like, I never enjoyed life, I never lived life, okay. I never saw life with through the eyes of a kid. I was always so intent, I was always so practical about everything, okay. I was always like the responsible one and taking responsibility and being like the mature person. Maybe like you are that person in the friend group like who was always there taking responsibility of everyone else. Like you're the person like who, for whom parents are like, oh yeah, like she's going, so I'm okay, you can go because she's going, I know she'll take care of everyone else. So it's like your friends are getting drunk, your friends are going crazy, but then you are not, you're not drinking because you have to be the driver. Like you're the designated driver almost always, because you are, and even when you drink you cannot let loose because you always have the sense of responsibility where you are not able to let control go. Wow, this is amazing because you know what's coming out now? That inner child is coming out now. That inner child is coming out to play right now. I'm so happy for you. This is so exciting because usually there's a lot of healing, but for you, the healing is more about letting the childlike wonderment out. Because when you do that, when you let your childlike wonderment out, magic happens for you. Then then you have the card of High Priest, Intent and Create, and that is message from your ancestors. Okay. You also have Hawk Spirit, let Spirit be your guide, and you have Rest. Yes. Okay. Makes sense. Okay, wait. Where do I put this card? Yeah. So actually what happened was that for everyone else I was pulling out two of these cards, but then for you, three came out. And even with this, I was pulling four for everyone, but then for you, five came out. Well, so we're just going to let it be. Okay, we're going to come to this High Priest a little later. Sorry, I just hit my camera. So, what again, as I said, right now, your inner child is coming out. You are seeing the magic in the world. You're like, oh my god, like, life is so magical. Like, I always thought life was so dry. Or, for some of you, it could also be like you obviously were born with this inner child, but then you had to take the responsibility of your family for whatever reason. Maybe your mother was sick, maybe you didn't have a mom or a dad, and you were the responsible adult like person, or maybe you were the elder sibling, or maybe you were the middle sibling and you had to take care of your everyone else because everyone else is irresponsible and doing bad shit with their lives, and you're the one always taking responsibility of everyone else. So right now your inner child is coming out, and the message for you here is that let your inner child come out. Okay, hawk spirit, let spirit be your guide. Okay, what does the hawk do? It flies, right? It flies overhead, and it's more like you going for what your heart desires right now. Okay, it's about you demanding, like, yes, spirit. And isn't this interesting? Like, there is this hawk-like creature even in this card. Okay, I'm actually going to pull the card and pull the book and read the High Priest. Just give me a moment. Yeah, I have the book here. Let's take a quick look at the High Priest. High Priest 40. So it says, recognize that you have the power to change your life, face your fear, and align with light. Okay, about in many traditions, the high priest is a physical embodiment of the divine masculine. He acts as a bridge between worlds and is able not to not only to divine the future but to help create it too. He may be a leader in his spiritual tradition or in pagan religions traditions, be second to the high priestess, but he is always spiritually connected and disciplined, but with great respect for his creator and his particular practice. In a reading, this card can represent a spiritual figure, teacher, or a leader in your life or an aspect of your path that has led you to where you are today. You are a bridge between the heaven and earth, and it's important for you to know that you are more powerful and connected than you may think. Everything you are giving attention and energy to at this time is creating your way forward. Like, is that's what literally this card is about. There have been some setbacks, but accept these as experiences that have led you to a deeper understanding of yourself and your spirit. Know that you are being guided by the ancestors to direct your thoughts and energies towards what you want to grow, heal, and expand, and then watch it happen right before your eyes. So, yeah, be very intentional about where you are giving your attention to, and it makes sense with the hawk here coming up as well, because as I said, like, the hawk has that clear view, the hawk has a clear perception. It flies high, but it knows its prey, and it just scoops down, it takes its prey, and it's like off again. Okay, so it's about intention. Okay, it's about following your instinct, it's about following your inner voice, and then knowing that of whatever you're going for, you'll be able to get that. There is no place for doubt. I feel like, like, if you were looking for signs, consider this your sign right here. I don't know, I just felt that that is a message which you might want to hear. Okay, so it could be that you're noticing a lot of synchronicities in your life right now. Okay, like a lot of guidance from the spirit. Also keep an eye out for synchronicities, because look at how these two birds almost came out in like mirror images of sort. Like, yeah, they don't look like alike, but like, I bet like they're the same bird. I could be wrong, but I am almost certain like they're the same bird. Okay, so again, so I feel like the hawk spirit, the image hawk could also be like, sorry, the hawk spirit is really walking beside you right now, and it says, let spirit be your guide. So again, as I was saying, like, spirit right now is guiding you towards certain things. Spirit is guiding you towards a path which you are following. Like, every path as I was talking about, every step you take, and you are like surprised about the abundance and the amazing things and the wondrous things which you are coming across. It's all spirit, and it's all spirit sending confirmation that yes, you're following the right path, and yes, you are actually connected to spirit. Yes, you're actually connected to spirit. Okay, do not doubt or do not question yourself that if you're meant to walk this particular path or not, because any whatever, the delay which I talked about in the beginning, is because obviously, first of all, you were never taught, you were never allowed, or if you didn't get the break to dream like almost every other kid does, which is why the rest card came here for you. Okay, you were always the one taking responsibility and being like the adult. Like, it's time for you to come out of that right now. It's time for you to embrace that inner child within you, because this child has not played. Okay, this child did not get his chance to play. Yeah, we don't need her. This child didn't get his chance to play, and yes, you have created this abundance, and you have all the great amazing things around you, and you have done a great job. Spirit is acknowledging that, but right now it's time for you to let this child out and play, because you know what, like, children are also the most connected to the divine. Children are also the most connected to the divine spirit, to the high realms. They can communicate freely. And also, as I was saying, like, maybe it could have been like, in when you were a kid, like, you had this intense faith, but then as you started growing up and started seeing the world for what it is, you lost your faith. So right now is your time to connect with that. Maybe you have started reconnecting. For some of you, it would be that you have started reconnecting. For others, it would be that you're connecting. And for some, obviously, it would be that it's time for you to reconnect to your spirit guides. It's time for you to connect to your faith, because you know what, whatever you're going to, you are moving with so much of intention, and you're moving with so much of joy and fun now. The spirit cannot help but acknowledge that by giving you whatever you want. Okay, so first of all, let your inner child out, because when you let your inner child out, this card, it reverses itself and you are able to move faster. Like here the prince is walking slowly. Okay, sorry, the knight is walking slowly. He's taking baby steps, he's taking small cautious steps, making sure everything is okay, which is great for now. But soon in the future, I feel like you are coming to a place where you're embracing your inner child and you're letting your inner child out and letting yourself be surprised and be, be surprised and awed by the beauty that is abundant in nature. And give me a minute while I just. Okay, we're going to pull some final advice cards from your spirit guides. Like, okay, we're going to keep her because she came up. Then Six of Visions, and here she is literally reading a storybook and she is dreaming. She is dreaming. She has her dream world displayed around her, and I feel like this is you reconnecting with your childhood. So maybe reading storybooks is something which you can do in order to let your inner child out, because your inner child wants to come out and play right now. Ten of Visions, feel the abundance and prosperity, believe in the magic which is happening around you, because it is actually happening around you. Okay, and yeah, okay, we are going to pull five more cards for you because, well, five came up for you. So Ten of Visions again is saying that this is a very magical place and there are unicorns which have shown up. So this path, this dream which you have, like, is magical, and yes, you were always meant to dream this dream, and obviously you started getting that glimpse, so you have to change that perception which you had. Okay, so yeah, see, two more cards did come out, 10 of Boons and 10 of Challenges. Wow. Okay, you got 3 10s. Did you get any other 10? No. Okay. Yeah, so you're definitely at a end stage and you're beginning something new, which is what this 10 represent. Yes, you had all the abundance and you had all the all the beauty around you, but you also had a lot of headache which you took up. Now you are now it's time for you to let go. Now it's time for you to let your inner child out, change perception, and believe in the magic, because that is happening for you. And when that happens, you are going to attain the success. Okay, you are going to reach here, and obviously, whatever miracles are manifesting for you right now, whatever you can dream right now, that is actually going to happen. So dream your wildest dreams. Okay, what is the wildest dream which your inner child would like to dream? That's what your inner child needs from you right now, to believe in your dreams, to believe that yes, you can achieve whatever you want to, and have fun. Okay, have fun at it. It's time for you to let go of control and have fun with life. Have Make a romance with life. Okay, that is the message which is coming for you. Let go, live, fly, because this new path which you are walking down on is amazing. Okay, this is going to bring you so much of abundance and so much of success and bliss, and so much of magic is going to manifest in your life that you won't even be able to believe. You will be looking back at your present self like 2 years from now, and or even 1 year from now, or even 6 months from now, and you'll be like, was I the same person? Like, how could I have ever missed living my life in the way I'm living right now? Like, wow. Okay, so yeah, let your inner child out, play, have fun, look out for synchronicities, because spirit is sending you messages and spirit is guiding you along the way. And yes, you're on the right path. For those of you who came here as a confirmation of whether this is the right path for them or not, yes, it's the right path for them. And expect miracles, because when you expect miracles, they happen for you. If when you say that miracles cannot happen, miracles are impractical, they don't happen. But when you say that yes, miracles do happen, and I have seen miracles happen in my life, and yes, I am welcoming to all the miracles happening in my life, miracles start manifesting for you. Okay, so that was it for your pile, my dear pile 2. If you enjoyed this reading, to give this video a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe for more videos like this, and obviously different videos. And because when you subscribe, it also encourages my inner child. Thank you for watching. Thank you for letting me do this reading for you, and I'll see you the next time. Bye. Hello, my pile 3. Welcome to your reading. So if you chose pile 3, then you have this desert passage. Trust there is a divine plan. So we are going to come back to this card later, but first we're going to take a look at the rest of your cards. So you have the Four of Cups reversed, the Queen of Cups reversed, the Eight of Swords reversed, the Queen of Swords reversed. Okay, we're going to take down them all upside down, because honestly to me, and as I was saying in pile two's reading as well, wow, you got two queens. Okay, as I was saying in pile two's reading as well, like for me, reversals merely mean signify there is a delay. Okay, so there is this delay in this, there is this block in this, and we are going to work on unblocking all the blocks in this readings. Okay, so thank you, Spirit, for doing helping us do this reading. Thank you for watching this reading. Thank you for guiding us through this reading. Okay, so let's dive into this reading for you. So you have the Four of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. Okay, so let's see what it's talking to us about here. Talking to Okay, what is coming to me as soon as I saw this is follow your bliss, follow your emotions, okay, follow your intuition, follow your instincts, because you are actually being guided towards the path which was meant for you. Okay, so what I see happening for you right now is that right now you are acknowledging that yes, there are certain things which you lacked as a child. Okay, and you're actually embracing those emotions, but at the same time you're working on letting go of those emotions. Okay, you are really working on letting go of those emotions, and you know why the path may be difficult, but also it is the path. Okay, it is the path. Yes, it is the right path for you. The path seems a little difficult, and you have had to go through a lot of um pain, but right now what's happening is that you are letting go of those pains. Okay, the healing has actually started working place, and that is great for you, pile 3. Oh my god, who are you and what are you doing? I love that. I love this for you. You have two queens, so you're definitely embracing your emotions, you're definitely embracing your inner feminine side. So there could also be some, now obviously do keep in mind this is a generalized reading, so not everything would resonate with everyone, so take the parts which resonate and leave the rest. And also I'll try to give multiple examples because these are generalized readings. And so what I feel like, and this could be for some of you if not for all of you, is that maybe there was some shame associated with womanhood. Okay, like you were always told that being a woman was weak, being a woman, like women are supposed to do this and women are not supposed to do that, and everything and everything and everything. And as a result of which you felt very constricted, as a result of which you felt very constrained, and you're not able to be the person who you truly wanted to be, because obviously you were always nurtured, you were always given this nurturing that women are only meant to dress up a certain way, women are always meant to act a certain way, and women are always meant to be a certain way. They're supposed to be meek, they're not supposed to talk back, they're not supposed to be assertive. And what I see happening for you right now is that you have started embracing your power, you have started accepting your power. Okay, yeah, definitely you have started accepting your power. Or for people who, for whom it was not a wound around womanhood, it is probably a wound around, it was probably a wound around self-expression or even being a man, because like in some societies the men are always blamed for everything going wrong. Or maybe you grew up in a household where man was it was never appreciated, or you were being made to feel shame around being a man, or and stuff like that. Basically you, there was this wound, there is this shame which is there, which I'm feeling from this pile, and that is stemming from your childhood. The shame around being who you are, the shame around expression of your true self, and which is why your inner self felt rejected and lost and maybe alone in this family, in the world they were in. But right now what I see happening for you is that your binds are actually coming off. Whatever your fears are actually transforming. Okay, I see that whatever you're doing some inner work, right now you are actually doing some inner work, and as a result of which the fears which were holding you back, they're actually transforming. You are transforming your fears. This is amazing, and your fears are actually helping you overcome your fears. Like your fears are taking you out of your binds, your bonds, whichever was, whatever that thing was which was holding you back. This is amazing. So you, it's like you have embraced your fears, you have embraced whatever was holding you back, and you have taken power over your fears. You are using your fears to liberate yourself. That is amazing. Oh my god, wow. And as I said, like, who are you and what are you doing? I really want to know. Pile 3, do let me know. Like, wow, I feel like you're going through doing a lot of shadow work, which is why you also have this passage, because it's dry, it's dark. I mean, yeah, it's bright, but then it's also dark, and there is there is a lack. Okay, there, it's not an abundant past place, but then it's like you're walking through the deepest, darkest valleys within you, and because of that, soon you're also emerging on the other side of this, because you're walking through this valley. You are also taking power over your fears. Okay, you are like, no, I'm not going to let my fears. Something came into my mind, and I'm going to come to that in a minute. So yeah, so like yeah, so you are like, I'm not going to let my fears take control of my life anymore. Okay, so as I said, like, you have taken your fears and you are using them as your weapons. Your fears are actually empowering you, and that's such a brilliant way to use your fears. Like, wow, like, fears can be, that is great, because yes, fears can be debilitating and they can keep us trapped in places where we don't want to be, but at the same time, fears also help us move out of places. Yes, definitely move out of places where we are not supposed to be. So, which is why also fear is a very valid emotion. Okay, because over the years, over the eras, over millenniums, over thousands of years, fear has actually helped us evolve, and fear has actually ensured that we survive, because our fears helped push us out of places which were threatening to us, which could have been dangerous to us, and as a result of that, you are free, you are here, we are here now. Needed to do that for you. Brilliant. Love that. You really have a voice which you need to share. So, yes, justice and balance. Okay. Is it visible? Yes, it is. I am so in awe of you, pile 3. Like, what a brilliant way to use your fears. Like, I am really, 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 like, odd. And I am almost dumbstruck, because it never occurred to me. For me, it has always been, I have to overcome my fears. I have to face my fears and overcome them. But then you are doing just that in the most brilliant manner. You're using your fears to give you wings. Lovely. Okay, so you have the card of justice. Take time to review the details carefully. You will win in the end. Fair and objective decisions. Yes, definitely. Also, balance. Take everyone's input into consideration. Merge viewpoints to create a better solution. Take your time, and there is no need to rush. Yes. So, yeah, definitely this desert passage. I'm also going to draw this other cards because, well, oh my god, you have two wolves. Do you see that? Interesting. I have also pulled some extra cards for you. Plan a vacation. Great. Okay, so you also have the Two of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. And this is what is working for you right now. Okay, so as I said, like, obviously you have embraced your fears and you have accepted your fears, and as a result of which you're moving on, you're moving to a new place, and you're moving ahead in life. Your fears are actually pushing you through, taking you out of the places and taking you to a better future. Brilliant. Okay, so you also have justice, and this is the card of karma. So I really feel like, there was a lack of fairness, as I said even before. Like, maybe you were brought up in a family where, one gender was given importance over the other, and there was a lack of balance. Look at how this line is spewing blood out. But then, as I said, you're using it in the most brilliant fashion. Like you have become the queen and have become empowered because of your fears, because of the conditioning which you received. You didn't let your conditioning, you didn't let your childhood, you didn't let your oppressors, for lack of a better word, or push you down. They are actually helping you go up, rise above. Okay, so coming to it, yeah, definitely this two cards I had pulled for what your inner child liked, and that makes sense with the reading. The message which came across, which is that there was a lack of fairness in your life, there was a lack of balance, like everything was like too black and white. Okay, oh yeah, the thing which I was talking about, okay, so the other message which I was talking about is that is that I'm just laughing because my cat just jumped on the table. There she is. Her name is Suki. Hi, hello, thank you. Yes, thank you. Anyway, so yeah, as I was saying, oh, no, as I was saying, that yeah, the other message which came to my head was that, and this I feel is really a message from the spirit because I never thought about this, is that for a few of you, it could be that you are actually transitioning. You're transitioning genders, okay? Like you were born a particular gender and now you have decided to embrace this inner part of you which always longed to be a woman or which always longed to be a man, and it's like you're switching genders. For some of you, it's definitely that, okay? If you're one of those, to let us know, leave a emoji down below, maybe leave a, those dancing girls with the red dress, yes, the salsa girls, well, no, yeah. So yeah, I feel like for some of you it's embracing that part of you. That is what I feel like for some of you is what this two of cups represent. It represents that switching of genders is what came to my brain again, which came to my mind again as soon as I saw this card. So there is this gender switching which is happening, like you were a female and you're changing into a male, or you're a male and you're changing into a female, or it's you coming out as who you are. For others, it could be that you're embracing that part of you which always longed for certain things. Like, yeah, you were always told that women cannot be a certain way, and you are like, I am going to be that way because, well, if I am afraid that if I'm not that way, then I'm just going to be oppressed and I'm just going to stay stuck here forever for the rest of my lives. Give me a moment because my cat is going bonkers. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, and also, like, there's this slow growth which is happening. Okay, growth is definitely happening, and I feel like you can almost see the rewards. Like, you can almost see the rewards of whatever, like the things which you planted, they've already started manifesting, and obviously, like, you're also getting brand new opportunities because you let your fears push you through to this other side. This is great. Pile 3, can I just say, like, this is not the end of the reading, but I just wanted to put it across that it has been such an honor reading for you because I have never read such an energy up until this point. So this was brilliant. This was definitely enlightening. I'm going to actually pull the book and read this part about the wolf spirit because it showed up twice. So, wolf spirit 67. Okay, turn knowledge into wisdom, oracle message. Wolf Spirit leads you deep into the enchanted forest that holds the secrets to your life. Can you sense her beckoning you to follow, asking you to take all you have learned and all that you're learning and make it yours? Can you integrate it all into your body, mind, and spirit? Whatever lessons you learned along the way, do not leave them unexamined. Be loyal to your dreams, to your soul, and to turning knowledge into wisdom and experience into magic. You are the one you have been waiting for. You are the one you have been waiting for. Be still and know that the sound in your heart beats in harmony with the whole world. The appearance of wolf spirit is an auspicious omen that says you are truly in alignment with your destiny. I love that for you. What is unknown is still yet to be discovered. Okay, so this is a protection message, which is usually what it means when it's reversed. But I'm going to read it because, as I said, like these are generalized messages. This is generalized reading, so not everything would fit for everyone. So I'm going to read the protection message. You will know if whether it resonates with you or not. Okay. So it says, what is unknown is still yet to be discovered. When Will Spirit appears, you're being told not to pretend you know something that you don't. You won't impress anyone with a little bit of knowledge. In fact, you rob yourself of a true experience and education if you tell yourself you're done learning or you don't have to know something. Be open, be humble, be teachable, and the world will open itself up for you like magic. Now is the time to look into the world with reverence and awe and an insatiable curiosity. You will never grow old if you're willing to keep learning. World Spirit is waiting to be your mystical loving guide. So this is amazing. So you definitely look out for wolves or dogs which look like wolves, or a picture of wolf, or like anything which is remotely connected to the wolf, because I feel like the wolf spirit is present with you because you are embracing your power. And also what, like, in embracing your power, in embracing who you really are, and walking through this desert passage where you're getting through, and even with this vacation, because I'm ignoring this word because it's not resonating with me here. So like, yeah, definitely take a big vacation if that is what you want. But what I'm feeling in context of this particular reading here is that you're moving forward. Okay, you are moving leaps and bounds out of where you are right now. You're moving, and like, you're awakening, your spirit is awakening, and you're feeling so much more connected with the spirit world, with your higher soul. It's amazing. And it's like you are emerging from that shell, as I said in the beginning, which you were in the very beginning. You're emerging, and you're emerging in a way in which nobody could ever have imagined. Okay, and it is magnificent. And what is also happening at the same time is that with your emergence, when you have, because you have accepted yourself as who you are, and because you love yourself as who you are, and you're unafraid to be who you are, you're also emerging as this leader. Because I don't know whether you have started seeing yourself in that role yet or not, but what I feel is that, yes, the wise woman as well, like, what I feel for you is that you are going to emerge as a leader. And you will have communities, like you will have people surrounding you, people who you take as your student, people who you take under your umbrella, and people who you really nurture. And you're going to have this community which really looks up to you. And it's not going to happen in a day. It's not going to happen in a day, but you have started walking that path, and that is the future which lies ahead of you. And that is what your inner child is telling you right now. Okay, like, that is the vision, that is the dream which your inner child was born with. Like, I don't know, like, if you know this concept, but like, there is this concept about soul, and it says that your soul made certain contracts. Okay, your soul was born here with a purpose. And basically, as a kid, because you're so connected with your higher soul, because you're so connected with the divine spirit, you know what you want to be. So that is why, like, when as a kid you're doing certain things, like, when they ask kids, like, what do you want to be when you grow up, like when they're like 4 years old or something, and the kid says something like teacher or a doctor or something. Maybe you said teacher, okay, maybe you said a firefighter, okay. But what's coming to me here is that usually, I mean, yeah, it's totally bizarre that people ask kids those things, like, how is a 4 year old or how is a 5 year old meant to know? But sometimes, in the way even in which the kids cannot imagine, the kids know what they want to be when they grow up. So when they said, like, I always said that I wanted to be a teacher, okay. And I can see myself as that. I can see myself as a teacher now. I definitely want to become more active as a teacher in the future, but that was my story. Like, usually when what we say as a kid, that has some truth to it. And what your kid here is saying is that because you have embraced yourself, because okay, also, like, if you could even be homosexuals, and no hate for them, please, here. Like, if you're watching them and that doesn't if you're watching this pile and that this is something you don't agree with, please don't leave any hurtful comments or something. I'll definitely delete them, because I believe in love is love. Okay, I believe love is love, and what we really need in this world is acceptance. We need to accept people for who they are, however they are, and which is why we are seeing like so many people switching genders, and so many people, so many homosexuals who are coming into the light. And that is nature in its work, because nature is just communicating that what we need more of in this world is love. What we need more of is acceptance, so that we can be who we are, and we don't and people don't need to judge others for who they are. Like, live your life the way you want to live it, and it doesn't matter whether someone's idea of a perfect life aligns with yours or not. Like, that's their life. As long as they're minding their own business, they you don't have to go and interfere in their lives. Okay. Okay, so I definitely feel very strongly about this subject. So anyway, so again, as I said, like, what I feel emerging, like, when you accept yourself for who you are, again, there is this transition message which is coming in my head, and you may be coming out of the closet, you embracing, maybe for some of you it could be spirituality, because obviously in a lot of religions we are told that being a witch, like, having doing tarot readings or doing astrology, witchcraft, etc., is taboo. Like, that's evil, that's satanic. No, it's you embracing those things, it's you embracing those parts of yourself, because you are standing up. And eventually, what I see happening for you is that obviously you're becoming this leader, this person who people look up to and who people come to for guidance, because you're just so, because you're awakening. What I see happening for you right now is that you're truly awakening, and obviously you have been through a lot, and you have a journey ahead of you, but you have already started walking that journey, and nothing can be more beautiful than this. And obviously, as I said, like, I see you standing up for protecting the innocent. People are actually going to look up to you and be like, they could be this, so can I. So you're going to be that inspiring leader for your group, for your community. Okay, so that was your very long reading. Thank you for watching. Thank you for giving me this honor of doing this reading for you. Thank you for watching this video. If this resonated with you, do give this video a like, leave a comment down below. And as I said, little girl, the salsa dancing girl. Okay, thank you for watching, and please subscribe, because that obviously encourages my inner child, and I'll see you the next time. Bye. Hello, Palfo. Welcome to your reading. So you have stepping into power. You're strong beyond measure. Look at this image. This is amazing. I'm getting very strong leadership vibes from this particular card. Okay, so we'll keep it right here, and let's take a look at the rest of your cards. So you have the Ten of Wands. You have the Page of Swords reversed. You have Four of Pentacles. You have Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, so this is how your inner child feels currently. And what I'm feeling for your inner child is that your inner child feels that they are carrying a lot of burden. Okay, they are carrying a lot of burden, and they're sort of scared right now. Okay, your inner child feels very overworked, very, maybe you are the person who has been given the duty to carry on something in the family. Okay, it could also be that, again, since it's a generalized reading, so I'm giving different options. So it could be that there is a family owned business, and like, you're the person who has to see, who has been given the responsibility of seeing this business forward. Like, it's sort of like you have to take this burden, you have to carry this burden. Or it could also be like, you know how certain families have these certain traditions, and then you are having to conform to those traditions. Okay, again, I'm feeling very like carrying on, the weight of the inheritance. It's almost like you're weighed down by the inheritance, like the name that you carry, that sort of weighs on you, and also making you sort of feel like, the lack status coming. What's actually the reality is that you have a lot of abundance, and you have in your physical and even in astral realms, you have a lot of abundance around you. There's an abundance of love, of prosperity, of great things. Okay, that's there. That's there in your surroundings. But what I'm getting the vibe of majorly from your pile is that there's this burden which have been outsourced to you. And again, as I said, it feels very much like you're the person carrying the flame, family torch forward. So it could be like you want to do certain things, but then your family members are like, oh no, but our family has always done this thing. Like, we are generational jewelers, or we are generation jewelry makers, or we are generational singers, and we are generational perform artists, or we are generational, we do this, and that is just a tradition in our family. And so you feel that weight of the inheritance. Even though there is a lot of prosperity, you're not feeling the prosperity because you are feeling the burden of it. You have been burdened with the prosperity which is there in your family. Okay, so as a result of that, what's happening is that obviously your inner child feels very scared, your inner child feels very suppressed, your inner child feels like they have to cling, like, this is your inner child, and this is how your inner child is feeling right now. Your inner child feels very restricted. Your inner child feels like they have to cling onto this thing. Your inner child feels very scared and also taken aback, like, okay, cling on to this because there is no other way. Okay, and your inner child also looks kind of sad, to be honest. Whew. Okay, so what the page of swords here telling us? I feel like the page of swords is telling us that, okay, so what the page of swords is telling you here is that, yeah, what the page of swords is telling you here is that there has to be some sort of clarity. Okay, you need to shift your perception, because not it's what we see and what we feel are not always correct. And sometimes all we need to do is change our perspective, because when we change our perspective, things usually, things usually have a reason why something is happening to you, why you're feeling a certain way. There's usually a reason behind it. And right now, what Spirit is telling you to do is that shift your perception. And also remember that this is a learning experience for you. This life itself is a learning experience for you. But let's check the rest of the cards which I have for you. So we have the Magician. You can do anything. Take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be a success. Exactly what I was trying to tell. And you have the Prince of Winter. Intellectual, determined, focused, impulsive. Seek out intellectual solution to your problems, the need to act quickly and decisively, sudden or unexpected changes. Love that. Okay. And we also have the hummingbird spirit for you. It says be here now. We have a beaver spirit for you, and it says lay a solid foundation. And we have the drum. Your spirit guys are just like, take this, take this, take this, take this as well. Okay, so there is that. Obviously, no wonder you feel so weighed down by everything, because what's happening, what I see happening here for you is that, my dear pile 4, is that there are so many gifts which spirit is bestowing on you right now. So yeah, I can see that you're feeling a little overwhelmed by everything, because you also have the heart guardian. Love and let yourself be loved. Okay, so let's get into the rest of your reading. Okay, so as I was saying, like, yeah, there is this sort of inheritance, there is this sort of something, there is this sort of burden which you feel like you have to carry, and that's why you feel weighed down. That's why you feel like you cannot appreciate, okay? You cannot feel the abundance which is already around you because you feel so weighed down by everything which is around you, okay? Your family values, your traditions, your whatever your family has laid down up until now, okay? And you feel like you have to be the one to carry them forward. But what Spirit is telling you is that you need to step into your power, okay? You need to change your perception and you step into your power, because when that happens, you see that things are actually more magical than you initially thought them to be, okay? Like things are actually much more magical than you initially thought them to be. Okay, candle, please move a bit. We need to make space for all the cards which came up. And honestly, this is really, really amazing for you, because you know what? Like, there are some people who come into this world without the gifts which you have been given. And, like, some don't even have like half of the gifts which you have been given. So I feel like, you have this very chosen one kind of vibe to your reading, like, yeah. And obviously that's why you feel, that makes sense, because you feel burdened with that cancel. But well, I don't believe in cancel culture, because what we need is acceptance. Yeah, if there is acceptance, but that's a different topic, let's not get there. So Harry Potter um felt like Harry Potter was the chosen one. Okay, Neo from Matrix was the chosen one, and there are other chosen ones. Like there are so many chosen ones, and they all fell way down by that tag. But now I'm going to give you the same tag. Like you are the chosen one. Like okay, you have a very important role which you are playing in this society. You have a very important role which you are playing in the world. I wouldn't be surprised like if a lot of you are actually line number sixes, like your conscious line number six in human design. So if that's so for you, case, do let me know in the comments down below. But again, what I'm feeling is that what I was about to say, that Spirit has given you so many gifts because you have earned them, okay? Whatever you feel weighed down by, I know like there is so much of responsibility and there is so much of everything in your life, okay? There is so much of pressure, and there is so much that pressure of being, of leading, of being this person, okay? I feel like for a lot of you it could also be like stepping into your parents' shadow. So that is also something which you feel very weighed down by. Like let's say you are a musician and you decided to, and your mother was also a musician, or your mother father was also a musician, and they were really acclaimed, and they were really loved in their community, okay? And or even with something else, even if you're doing social work, and let's say your mother or your father or your guardian was also a very renowned social worker, and like they were really popular and they did this many great things. Or like if you're talking about business, like maybe this business or this something has been going on in your family for centuries, and now obviously you feel weighed down by the pressure of it all. Now there is this TikTok trend which is going on where we break the chain. So there is this princess who takes the role of the mother, and then it carries on and carries on until A, you either end the bloodline, or B, you change your perspective. Now obviously I'm not a supporter. I don't believe in ending bloodlines just because something is not working. What I believe in is that you can finish the work, okay? Now if you want to procreate or not, that is totally your choice, and I'm pro-choice, just to keep put it out there. But what I'm saying here is that ending the bloodline because you cannot end something in your family seems way too drastic. Like that's too drastic a measure, and for something which can be resolved in a very different way. And because I really believe that most of the things can be resolved with love. And this is just what have been my personal experience as well. But I feel like most of the thing can actually be resolved with love. Like we can keep fighting throughout, like okay, again going back to the Harry Potter analogy, Harry Potter example. Like in Harry Potter, how does he defeat Voldemort in the end? And he defeats Voldemort by the end of love. That's how, in the end, by the power of love, right? So, it's that power of love, because love itself is the power of creation. Love holds the power of creation. And when you do things with the power of love in your side, things sort of just fall into place. Okay, so whatever, so that is why I was saying like ending the bloodline feels a way too drastic action for something which can be done much easier. But well, that's their own path, that's their own choice, and I'm fine with that. I'm just talking about my own opinion, and that's my own reasoning, because I feel like everything can be transformed, everything can be changed, and you are that change in your bloodline, in your family. You are that change, and you are here obviously to break generational curses. Like, what is each generation but here? Why is it a generation even here but to break all the generational curses, or the generational shortcomings, or the generational trends which keep carrying on in the family and stuff? We're all here because we're just trying to perfect our families, and that is why we are here. But you are not living your truth, you are not living your authenticity unless you step into your power, which is why this card came on very strong for you, and your inner child is telling you that you need to step into your power. It's that time is over where you can, where you remain behind remain in the shadow of your parents, or what was that something which your preceded you did. That it's time to get out of their shadows. It's time to get out of the shadows of your predecessor, whoever did that. And whoever compares you to that person, you can just smile and say like, sure, it's my pleasure. But what you're actually here to do is break generational trends, is to break trends. You are, and you can only do that when you step into your power, when you own your power. Like, yes, you're carrying this burden here, but you also have the help. Okay, and yeah, even the horse feels tired, and you're all tired, but you know what, all you can do, I mean, like, you can take a break, but you can take a break and then continue the journey, or you can push through and end the journey, because the end is near. Okay, you are going to reach the end, reach your goal very, 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 very soon. So you don't give up. Like, no matter how tired you are right now, no matter how frustrated you are right now, spirit is on your side, and spirit is telling you that they are cheering for you to cross the finish line. You got this, you can do this. Okay, and once you do that, you are also stepping into your power. Okay, it's almost like you're finishing the thing, and maybe everyone around is telling you, oh, but like, that's too much. Like, I doubt, like, maybe everyone is projecting their own doubts on you, so you're proving them wrong by finishing this goal. Or B, number two, do you even have to carry this? Now, obviously, as I said, like, these are generalized readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest. And obviously it won't apply for everyone, but I'm feeling like for someone it's very specific, and that you can be the creator, because that magician came up. Okay, like, you never had the, maybe you were never given the freedom, maybe you were never given the space to create a reality of your own. Okay, to create your own future, maybe your future, maybe your goals, your plans, your dreams, your life was mapped out for you by your family. Because I'm definitely getting that sort of vibe from this, like, you lack the ability to be who you are. But what spirit is telling you is that right now you have to start owning that power. You own that power, but you also lay a solid foundation. Whatever your family is giving you, how can you elevate that thing? Okay, like, if they're giving you inheritance, let's say they're passing on a business, but then just take the best from that thing. What you are getting, what you are getting is security, and now you can use that security to leverage you and start something new. But in that case, like, when you're using that as a security and you're starting something new, you also have that foundation that, if you fall, you're going to fall into that. That's going to be your cushion. So what spirit is telling you is that you need to start shift your perception of how you view things. Because when you're scared to pursue a particular journey, when you think that you are stuck, what you're manifesting is being stuck. But when you think that you are actually liberated, that you are actually free to follow your dreams, don't ask me how, but it's going to happen. Don't ask me how, because you are going to get the answers. You're going to be guided. Spirit is going to guide you. And what Spirit is telling you right now is obviously be here now and lay the foundation. What you are doing right now is important work. You're laying the foundation. You're laying that foundation so that from that foundation you can stand and dream your wildest dreams and pursue your wildest goals, and you're going to reach those goals. Okay, you're going to reach those goals because you have the spirit of the magician. You have this, you have the drum which literally says dream and journey. Because what does the drum do? The drum, you know beats for, like, they are announcing that yes, you have arrived. So I'm definitely getting this sort of feeling. And then you also have stepping into your power. You're strong beyond measure. You have to remember that. Okay, you don't think that you have to give in to your family's ways and be a particular way or not be a particular way. What Spirit wants you to do is that let them give the things which they want you to have. Let them give you their dreams. Okay, open your heart and accept them. Do not take that as your limitation, because you can take what they're giving you. You can take what they're giving you, and you can go to the next stage. You can take that as a stepping stone, and then you can jump from there, and nobody will be able to stop you, because the only thing honestly which is stopping you ever is you. And your family might say this and your family might say that, but again, as I said, the only thing which is stopping you is your imagination, is your own belief. Because when you believe that you're stuck, again, you feel that you're stuck. Okay, you will end up feeling stuck. Yeah, when you feel that you're stuck, you're going to end up manifesting that being stuck, okay, in that place. And look at how dynamic this card is. And it literally says intellectual, determined, focused, impulsive, and okay, seek out intellectual solution to your problems. The need to act quickly and decisively. Sudden or unexpected changes are happening for you. Okay, right now Spirit is gearing up for a change in your life, but what you need to do in order to find that change in your life is obviously be decisive and make action. You cannot sit here and pity, like, oh, woe is me, like that. Like, why can't I ever dream my own dreams? Why can't I ever do the things which I want to do? Why do I have to always follow what my family has laid out for me? And what Spirit is telling you is that you have a new journey which is opening up for you. You have the white heart, you have three of spells, which definitely implies that journey. But you have to stop that feeling that you are stuck here. Okay, you got the Prince of Winter, and this is the Knight of Winter, or I mean, like, Knight of Swords here. Yeah, now the Seeker of Challenges is the Knight of Wands. Yes. Oh, sorry, Knight of Swords, and this is also the Knight of Swords. So what's literally telling here is your thoughts. You have to transform your thoughts. You have to transform your beliefs, because when you do that, things start changing for you. Okay, the obstacles which you see as obstacles might just be divine intervention. They're stopping you from rushing into something where you're not meant to go right now. They're stopping you from rushing into the unknown. They're stopping you from making some mistake. Whatever blockages you feel right now, it's happening for a reason. Okay, if you feel that you're not able to move forward in your life in the direction which you want, it's all happening for a reason. Trust that Spirit has a plan for you, and let go of your perception, let go of your obstructions, let go of your feeling. Okay, let go of the feeling that you're stuck, because you're not stuck. You're only stuck if you think that you're stuck. And you have to step into your power and know that yes, you're powerful enough to transform your surroundings. You're powerful enough to alter your reality. You're powerful enough to change and live the life of your dreams. Because when you do that, when you believe in yourself, things happen for you. And the last card I have for you says positive affirmation. So this is a self-care card, and let's say this is message from your inner child. So what you really need to do right now is first of all, you need to work on accepting yourself. Because again, when you don't see your powers as your powers but as your limitations, that's when that's when you go out of alignment, and that's when things don't work as magically as they're supposed to, because things are supposed to be magical and things are magical in your life. So right now you need to start altering your reality one affirmation at a time. And there are these affirmations here on this card, and it says, I love myself. And I feel like that is an affirmation which you can start working with if you feel like it's difficult for you to say that to yourself. When you look at yourself in the mirror, look in the mirror, look into your own eyes and say that I love you, I love myself, I love my inner child. Because what your inner child needs right now is belief and faith from yourself. Okay, if you keep on questioning the dreams and the abilities and the freedom of your inner child, you're stifling your inner child, and your inner child does not want to be stifled right now. Let itself free, because when you're letting yourself believe, when you're letting yourself dream, and you're letting yourself be, you're also embracing your inner child, and that's all your inner child wants right now. Okay, and this right here says, I choose joy. There is brave, beautiful, worthy, grateful, healthy, happy. I love myself. So embrace that love for yourself, love yourself, feel gratitude for whatever you have, and whatever you have been given by your family. What are the positives of that? Make a pro and con list, like how are they hindering you and how are they helping you. And then your hindrances list, try to transform them, like how can your hindrances help you, or how can you overcome your hindrances. Okay, and I'm getting this message strongly that ending the bloodline is not a message, not the answer for you. Okay, so that was it for your reading. If this resonated, I know that was a bit wild and I don't know, something. If this resonated, if this resonated with you, do give this video a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you the next time. Bye.